Did you know that Japan's literacy rate is a staggering 99%? That's one of the highest in the world. This isn't just a trivial fact, but a testament to the country's emphasis on education. This phenomenal literacy rate reflects the Japanese belief that education is integral to both personal advancement and the overall development of society. In Japan, being literate isn't merely about reading and writing. It's about understanding the world, contributing to it, and cultivating a mindset that values lifelong learning. This mindset is instilled from a young age, with children learning to read and write both the modern Japanese scripts and the traditional Chinese characters. The result? A nation that not only reads and writes with proficiency, but also excels in many areas, including science, mathematics, and technology. This literacy rate doesn't just reflect an educational achievement, but a cultural ethos that values knowledge and learning. So, how did Japan achieve such an impressive literacy rate? Let's dive into the history of education in Japan. Education in Japan has deep roots, tracing back to the 6th century. During the Asuka and Nara periods, the foundation for structured learning was laid with the creation of the Taikyo Code. Inspired by the Chinese system of the time, this was a comprehensive legal code that included regulations for education. It established schools in the capital and other key locations, providing a path for the sons of nobility to learn Chinese classics, history, and law. The influence of Chinese and Buddhist education was profound. Buddhist temples became centers of learning, offering instruction in religious texts, philosophy, and even medicine. The pursuit of knowledge was seen as a spiritual practice, and literacy was often a mark of religious devotion. As we move into the Heian period, a shift occurs. The courtly culture of the time began to value artistic and literary pursuits, and the education system adapted to suit these preferences. Schools run by the state continued to teach the Chinese classics, but private education flourished, often focused on the unique Japanese script, poetry, and prose. This period saw the rise of private tutoring and small study groups, where noble families would hire scholars to educate their children. These private educators not only taught academic subjects, but also etiquette, morals, and other aspects of noble culture. This was the era when the concept of education for life took root, emphasizing that learning was not just about acquiring knowledge, but also about cultivating character and understanding societal norms. So, from the start, the Japanese education system was marked by a blend of influences, from Chinese and Buddhist traditions to homegrown practices. It was adaptive, shifting with the needs and values of society, and it was holistic, seeing education as a means to develop the whole person, intellectually, morally, and socially. But the real revolution in Japanese education came with the Meiji Restoration. The Meiji Restoration in the late 19th century marked a turning point in Japanese education. This period, characterized by rapid modernization and westernization, brought about significant changes to the country's educational landscape. Prior to the Meiji era, education was primarily a privilege of the elite, with a focus on traditional Confucian teachings. However, the Meiji government recognized the potential of education as a tool for national development and sought to create a system that could serve all citizens. Drawing inspiration from Western models, the Meiji government established a national education system. The foundation of this new system was the 1872 Education Act, which sought to create a standardized, centralized education system. This was a stark departure from the previous fragmented education landscape, characterized by a myriad of local temples, private tutors, and community schools. The newly implemented system was divided into 4 levels: elementary, middle, high school, and university. For the first time, education was not just for the privileged few, but a right for all citizens. The concept of compulsory education was introduced, mandating 6 years of elementary education for all children, regardless of social status or gender. This was a revolutionary step in Japan's educational history. It not only democratized education, but also laid the groundwork for the country's economic and social development. The Meiji government believed that an educated populace was the key to Japan's modernization efforts, and this belief was reflected in its education policies. The Western-style education system introduced subjects like science, mathematics, and foreign languages, moving away from the traditional focus on Confucian teachings. This shift in the curriculum played a crucial role in fostering a generation of Japanese citizens equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary for the country's rapid industrialization. In essence, the Meiji era was a transformative period for Japanese education. The policies and reforms implemented during this era laid the foundation for the robust, inclusive, and high-performing education system that Japan boasts today. The effects of the Meiji Restoration on education are still felt today. World War II brought about another significant change in Japanese education. Post-war, the country was in a state of rebuilding and reform, and education was at the forefront of these changes. The occupation forces, primarily the United States, sought to democratize Japanese society, and education was seen as a key tool in achieving this goal. A major reform was the introduction of the 6-3-3-4 system, which remains in place to this day. This system involves 6 years of elementary school, 3 years of lower secondary school, 3 years of upper secondary school, and 4 years of university. This structure is designed to provide a comprehensive and balanced education, fostering not just academic skills, but also creativity, critical thinking, and social skills. The Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology, or MEXT, oversees this system. MEXT's role is far-reaching. It develops educational policies, sets curriculum guidelines, and ensures that all students have access to a quality education. From the early years, children in Japan are nurtured in a learning environment. Preschool education, although not compulsory, is popular and widely available. Kindergartens and daycare centers provide programs for children aged 3 to 5, creating environments that range from play-focused to highly structured, preparing children for the entrance exam at private elementary schools. Moving forward, compulsory education begins in elementary school and extends through lower secondary school. Most students attend public schools for these years, but private education becomes more popular at the upper secondary and university levels. In the higher education sector, universities offer 4-year programs, and there are also junior colleges and technical colleges offering vocational training. Education in Japan is not just about academic achievement. It is about nurturing well-rounded individuals who can contribute to society. The Japanese education system, as we know it today, was shaped by these historical events. Today, the Japanese education system is renowned for its high standards and achievements. The curriculum is meticulously designed, integrating a strong emphasis on core subjects such as mathematics, sciences, and languages, alongside equally important areas like arts, physical education, and home economics. This balanced approach fosters well-rounded individuals, ready to contribute meaningfully to society. Academic grading in Japan is quite stringent, pushing students to strive for excellence. However, it's not just about scores on a paper. The system recognizes the value of perseverance, discipline, and hard work, qualities that are deeply ingrained in the Japanese ethos. Extracurricular activities, often termed club activities, play a crucial role in the Japanese education system. They are not just for fun or relaxation, but are seen as vital in developing teamwork, leadership, and resilience. Whether it's sports, arts, or science clubs, students dedicate significant time and energy, learning valuable life skills in the process. Moral education, too, is a key component. It's not about preaching what's right or wrong, but nurturing a sense of responsibility, empathy, and respect for others and the environment. This moral foundation, coupled with a rigorous academic environment, helps shape the citizens of tomorrow. The proof of the system's effectiveness is in the pudding. Japanese students consistently outperform their peers globally in reading, mathematics, and sciences, as per the Program for International Student Assessment Rankings. The average Japanese student scores significantly higher than the global average, placing the country among the world's top-performing nations in education. But it's not just about international rankings. The education system's success can be seen in the country's highly educated populace, contributing to Japan's standing as a global leader in technology and innovation. The emphasis on education has propelled scientific advancement and cultural progress, reinforcing the nation's strength and resilience. The success of Japan's education system is testament to the country's long-standing commitment to education. And this commitment continues to shape the future, one student at a time. So, what can we learn from the Japanese education system? In this exploration, we've seen the remarkable journey of education in Japan, from its historical roots to its modern-day triumphs. The Meiji era marked a significant shift in the approach to education, integrating Western influences while maintaining a uniquely Japanese ethos. This careful fusion has shaped a system that values not only academic excellence, but also moral education and societal contribution. Japanese students consistently outperform their global peers in reading, mathematics, and sciences, a testament to the system's success. But beyond this, the power of education in Japan lies in its societal value. It's deeply ingrained in the culture, seen not merely as a stepping stone to employment, but as an essential element in personal development and societal advancement. Education in Japan transcends textbooks and classrooms. It's about shaping well-rounded individuals who can contribute to the society and the world. In Japan, education is more than just learning. It's a tradition, a way of life, and the key to the country's success.